of December 2020. 2nd of December 2020. And I've got a very interesting show tonight, a very packed show, ladies and gentlemen. Um, you know, I hope everybody's well, and I hope the weather is okay with you, and I hope you're really enjoying yourself tonight. Um, I know there are disturbing news happening in the UK here, which actually making people have very mixed feelings in regards to the whole COVID and the new vaccinations. But I tell you, irrespective of that, I've got a very interesting show tonight because while I'm going to be touching on the topic of the vaccination, just give a little preview of it and a little prelude. I won't go too much into that because, of course, I'm not a professional. I can only regurgitate it. Yeah, what is happening there. But also, I'm going to be talking about York Castle High School, which is my alumni, where I graduated from in 1985. They're doing a virtual fundraising, and it has to do with Jamaica, and also dealing with the whole issue regarding, as you know, a lot of young people are having difficulties in having like tablets, so they're doing some sort of fundraising thing, which we're going to talk about later. So without further ado, let me just firstly say welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and for those who are coming in, please kindly like, share the page. And also, I'm going to have a surprise guest as well, which is fantastic. I'm going to have a surprise guest, so do tune in. Now, first of all, I just want to touch on one thing. If you recall, there was this plane which was taking some, I don't like to say the word deportees, but taking people back to Jamaica who fell foul of the law in the UK. It's interesting about that and what has been happening, because they had said no more should this be happening while the whole Windrush review and all of that is not done or completed yet. But I was just informed anyhow that the plane landed in Jamaica at 7:30 a.m. Today, and the last ditch bid to stop many boarding Home Office flight to Jamaica failed. But nevertheless, I also got to understand that even though that took place, I believe only 13, and this is what I'm understanding, only 13 persons went on that plane. Yeah, 13 persons went on that plane. So therefore, I believe with the work of lawyers and the High Commission, of the 36 persons, only 13 actually went to Jamaica. And news is that reports out of the UK say that the chartered flight from Jamaica carrying just 13 of the 36 passengers were finally prepared to be deported after a number of last-minute legal challenges were launched by human rights lawyers and campaign groups. So only 13 of the 36 persons reached Jamaica. Now, it is very interesting, ladies and gentlemen, because you know what, with the whole thing regarding what is happening with COVID and what is happening in regards to the whole deportation thing, it is concerning. But there are two sides of the coin, and many people might not want to hear this. Is that you got the immigration laws in the UK, and you also have the situation whereby people who have been here for a very young age, culturalized in the UK, culturalized into the system, fall of the law, maybe by minor things, but of course the government is saying what is happening is by there were hardened criminals, and as a result of that, they're being deported. So we watch a space on that one, and that is something which we will be talking about some other time. But for now, for the purpose of today, let's talk about this vaccination. I put up something earlier today to say a brief video to say fantastic news coming out of the UK that they have now got this vaccine which will be ready very soon. And I believe a couple of persons took that message to think that I was really approving of it. Now, I'm not one going to say that I approve of it or I approve not of it, because I'm not a medical person. But all I wanted to just recognize the fact that, hey, this bit is now in the UK, and many people are actually saying they want this, vaccine. Some are saying they don't want it, right? In America, they're saying that we'll beat them to it. Germany is actually saying that, that is a bit too quick. The black people are saying, not over my dead body. Government ministers are saying that they will be the first ones who will take it, if anything. People have been tested with this whole thing. But we understand, in a way, based on black people, and I say black people, I'm not going to say BAME. Over the years, they have had testing and many things with black people over the years. So therefore, black people are very skeptic of this, very skeptic of this whole thing regarding vaccination. I've seen the news putting out different sort of images. I've seen the news also putting out various, what should I say, shows, which is showing like it is targeting, in a sense, the black and minority ethnic community. And I saw something today, and I'm going to just flag this up. And this is the first picture I saw. I saw this picture which resonated with some doctors. And it says this. It's very interesting. Look at the picture. The vaccine is more than good news. It's a game changer, Dr. Mohammed says. It's a game changer. It was announced that COVID-19 vaccine could be rolled out as easy as early as next week. Right? Dr. Keke work as a GP, says for doctors, it hopefully means return with a normal situation. Right? Another doctor said, Dr. Sarah Otang, who's been treating COVID patients, telling Newsbeat, the hope of getting a vaccine and getting that extra layer of protection is really exciting. Vaccine can save lives, the 27-year-old junior doctor says. Dr. Daniel says the rollout of the vaccine is monumental progress for clinical staff working in COVID years. You can wear as much PPE as possible and be careful as possible. All right. Now, it's very interesting, the image that they show. You can exactly see where this is going. Now, am I being superstitious or not? You tell me. As I said, and I make this disclaimer, I am not a medical expert. Ladies and gentlemen, please like, share this video. I've got 2 guests coming on tonight, and you'll be interested to see them. Now, the other bit also, which I find very interesting, and I'll just remove this image right here, and I'll put in another image. And this is just to set the stage, ladies and gentlemen, of what is coming. And while I look at what is coming, I start to find myself thinking about movies. I find myself thinking about looking at movies like The Purge, Zombies, Manchurian Candidate, and all these sort of things. And I see also something, as somebody was talking today, I see like there's a resistance movement actually coming up where those are for the vaccines, those who are not for the vaccines. And therefore it is like the government is going to say, hey guys, listen, you're not forced to take the vaccine. But then guess what? This is what is happening now. You have other companies who are actually saying, hey, I tell you what, you can't fly without a vaccine. You can't fly without vaccine. You can't actually go to this show without the vaccine. You can't stay in this hotel without the vaccine. And therefore, that is the bit which is going to be troubling. Now, as I said before, I do not have the expertise, as I'm not a doctor, but I'll show you this. Let's look at this now. This is the key thing. You will have, who will get the vaccines first? Greetings, Manifest. Residents in care home for older adults and their carers. Okay, so if you're a family member in a care home for older adults and their carers, you can actually get the vaccine. They'll get it. Everyone age 80 and over, frontline health and social workers, age 80 and over, and frontline health and social care workers, so social workers as well, frontline. Number 3, people age 75 and over. Okay, and it goes further. Number Number 5, age 65 and over. If you're age 65 and over, people age 16 to 64 with underlying health conditions, you also will be make a reference, and the doctors will call you and say, hey, buddy, I think you need to go and come and take this vaccinations. Age 60 and over, that's also. Age 55 and over, age 50 and over, waboom. There it goes. Those who are 50 and over, I think I found myself in that category as well. Now, the question is going to be, will you take it or not? And that's a question. That's a bit which I put out there today. Will you take it or not? I've got many comments which, as people have come in today, say they're not going to take it. Some say they're going to wait until they're 70. And 70 years time, they're going to take it. Okay. Many concerns about this. But I believe the government is actually saying that you won't have to be, you will not be forced to take this vaccination. Right? And that's it. So I'm just setting the stage there because there's much more to come. I'll dig into this tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, where we'll be talking with Dr. David Burton, all the best in regard to this, and they talk about where you can get the vaccine. Can I pay to be vaccinated sooner? They said, no, you cannot be paid to get. You can't jump the queue. There should be plenty of vaccine to go around. Should I leave a gap between getting the flu and COVID vaccines? Right? What they're saying. What about taking the flu shot and COVID vaccine? Will the COVID vaccine be safe? Okay. And what happened if somehow you're damaged as a process of it? Will you be able to somehow claim from the companies, Pfizer and all those places? Will you? That's a question you need to ask yourself. Michelle Clark, peace and blessings. Good evening. Good evening. And Melly Peace, good evening.